Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. We are April the 23rd of 2024. Today is my late father's birthday. I wish he was still here, but he passed on 7 years ago. Anyway, let's not be quite so morbid. I've got new Warhammer toys from JoyToy. These are new Adeptus Custodes. This is the Solar Watch, and I am not really excited about these. The Adeptus Custodes aren't really doing anything for me. And these just appear to be mainly repaints of recent Custode releases as well. One of the boxes seemed to be slightly damaged when it was maybe packed, sort of indented there. Maybe because they didn't put the plastic tray in right or something, I don't know. But other than that, looks okay. Let's get a look at the boxes. The details are quite nice. But the sculpting seems mainly the same. 12.6 cm. Got helmeted, unhelmeted head. It's pretty cool. The back we can see is different. They can, looks like that he might be. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a different backpack, but I can see now because the patterning there, it makes it look different. So that was the guard, the custodian guard, the sentinel blade, and Presidium shield, I believe. Now we've got the Vexillus Praetor. Again, he's 12.6. And comes as this. Be interesting to see if his banner is going to be a bit too heavy for his ratchet joints. Then we got the guard with the Guardian Spear, who again looks pretty cool, but as I said, Custodes aren't really my thing, so I'm not overly excited about these. Okay, I'm going to unbox them, set them up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they are. Pretty nice looking, but again, as I said, I'm not a fan of Custodes. But they do look pretty cool. Lots of details, but they're lacking in inking. They have got a sort of a weathering stroke airbrush effect, which you'll probably be able to see on camera. In fact, you can even see it now because it's white. There's sort of a pinkish brownish colour going around. We'll look at that in a moment. And it works kind of well, but really they need inking, particularly on the gold and some of the other recesses. Okay, so accessories. So they all come with 2 extra sets of hands. So they come default with a right trigger, left gripping. They also come with the opposite. That's a left trigger and right gripping hand. And they come with left and right fists. Our guy on the far left here, he comes with that unhelmeted head, which we can see, which actually I think probably looks slightly better in the flesh than it did in the box, which is usually the opposite. In fact, that, if you cut off that sci-fi stuff for most of it and did a bit of fixing, could probably make that work with a larger scale 1/18 scale figure and obviously alter the neck. That's pretty cool. In fact, do I really want to use his head? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. That does look fantastic. I do like that head a lot. And he also comes with a knife and its sheath, which fits and comes out very nicely, and it's not so loose as to come out. So that's pretty cool. Okay, before I have a close look, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of the screen now. Get to see all the videos and reviews before they're published on YouTube. Also exclusive content from time to time, and also prize draws, including one happening within the next 7 days of this month, April 2024. Okay, let's get a close look. So let's start with this guy here. Chunky boy. Oh, I should also point out, sorry, that this guy here also comes with this exact same shield here. So close look. And one thing that's really annoying, if we look at that shield, look at that seam line. Look at that. That is horrible. You see that seam line on the eagle head there? That is really not good. Shield does look nice though, but again, it needs inking and different colouring. The sword looks pretty good with the colouring. You can see that colouring I was talking about on the feet there. That looks pretty nice. You can see it on the back as well. Adds a nice effect, but really needs proper inking. But nice looking figure. The pauldron looks fantastic. If that was properly inked, it is a highlight. It's a little bit highlighted as silver, but if that was properly inked and done, that'll look amazing. Other side looks good too. The shield, the only thing I'd say is the handle doesn't rotate, which is a shame. Rotating handle's always slightly easier, or better, I thought. You see, he can hold pretty well his sword with finger just about by the trigger there. Quite nice. Okay, our next one. And very nice, check this out. His arm can hold the banner without dropping, but his hand might turn around because that banner's quite heavy. Let's take that banner, I'll leave it in actually. See if I can hold it with my finger. So not a huge difference in the figure. Mostly the same, as you'd expect. Which is nice, because it's a nice looking figure. The banner looks good, but again, that's something which needs inking and weathering and so on to make it really pop and stand out. And then the last one. Here he is here. Does look pretty cool again. And again, you see that sort of effect I was talking about on the armor on the back there quite clearly on the camera. Thank God for 4K. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to take which one? I'll take the last one. No, I'll take the middle one and I'll do articulation. So let's get this out of his hands. Oops, that time his arm did drop down. His hands now. Let's move this over slightly. I'm not expecting anything majorly different to the other recent Custodes, the smaller ones, the same sort of size as these. Let's have a look. Head, nice, left and right. Side to side is great. Forwards and backwards is surprisingly good too. And he can turn, obviously. Shoulders, ratchet all the way around. Now where it's going to fall down, we know, is this lateral raise. Whoa. Can't get much further than that on that side. Or the other pauldron just gets in the way with everything else. So it's like really poor on that. They do have a bicep swivel, so they can turn from the bicep. There's a double joint on the arm. But that one's a bit stiff, I think. It's not moving from the other side. There we go. So if you get things out the way, you can actually get, you can't really see, but that is, I would say, about 90, maybe slightly over 90. But the sculpting's getting in the way. Hands on a double barbell, so they will rotate and they will move in all directions. There is a trunk. Forwards, backwards is absolutely fantastic. Side to side is good and turn is good. There is a separate waist, so he can turn as a forwards, backwards, side to side too. So together, sideways is great. Backwards is amazing. Forwards is amazing. That's really good. Hips, just the sculpting impedes. That's as far as you'll get. Forwards, again, sculpting impeding a little bit, but it's okay. Backwards is not great. There is that internal thigh twist hidden behind the thigh armor. There's a double kneecap, but sculpting is making his bend really not good compared to other releases. He's still getting 90 degrees, but you'd have hoped for maybe something more from this. And I've done it just over 90 there by moving the top joint. And foot is on the double barbell, so you can turn, you can swivel, tippy toe, dorsiflexation, and you get the toe articulation. So pretty standard compared to the other stuff. Again, I wish JoyToy would fix the shoulder articulation. Just put this on off camera. It's not, I'm saying it's not difficult. There's a cost involved, obviously, because you've got to retool and do stuff again. But, you know, I don't know if they ever will do it, but I can only hope so, because I do like articulation in my action figures. Which you may well know if you watch my videos often. Okay, let's go for size. So they said 12.6 in the box. I guess it's to the top of the helmet, not the plumage. I don't know, let's find out. So if I go use the guy, the same guy on the far left. Yeah, he's more than 12.6. With his helmet on, top of the helmet is around about 5.5 inches, around coming on 13.5 cm. Top of the plumage is around 5.75 6 inches, around about nearly 15 cm. So that 12.6 is slightly lower down. So if I do it here, 12.6, maybe with the unhelmeted head, you might get a 12.6 on that for cm. Okay, comparison time. So let's compare to some other releases. This is another Custode, who's again builders 12.6, and they are slightly taller because the helmet is longer. You can see that there. Let's move down slightly. Let's use one of the first issue Custodes, and now he's going to dwarf them because they were giants in their Terminator armor. Much bigger, and the gold is very it comes sort of dusty and faded over time. It's a different color gold, which doesn't match and does, you know, upset some people who see they're a lot bigger. Also, it's worth noting that his same weapon as the guy to his right is far bigger. Look at the size difference. Everything is bigger. The spike is different, bigger. The blade is bigger. It's longer. The magazine is different. Just a much bigger weapon. Let's take him out and let's use a non-Custode figure. I used the Judicia or Judica, whichever pronunciation, I have no idea. Get an idea, and you see that they are taller than him, but not much. He's actually scaling pretty well with his flat head not having a long helmet. Nice figures. I quite like them, but as I said, the Custodes don't do it for me, so I wasn't overly excited. Oh, look, new figures, but still pretty cool. Nice detailing, but they do need weathering, and people like to complain to JoyToy about this, but JoyToy is a toy company, not a miniature painting company, so I guess we should do it ourselves. But yeah, we'd rather buy that way. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.